right. Hello again, everybody. This is Derek, and I am coming back at you with another Skyrim live stream. But I do want to make an announcement. I want to have a little bit of a discussion. Not really a discussion, but mainly just my reaction or my thoughts on the subject. Want to talk about the Oblivion Remastered that just came out. Now, let me see if I can do a center display. There we go. I don't know if that's the entire screen or not. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay, that's perfect. This is a video on Steam for the Oblivion Remastered. It's a trailer. And I want to give a little. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna kind of react to it. But I want to. It's fortuitous because I just read last night. I think it was the Oblivion Crisis, and it basically summarized what happens in this game. The hero that rescues the king. I think his name was Martin. Martin Septon. The Blades getting ambushed in the dungeons. And by the Mythic Order or something like this, the Mehrunes Dagon cult. And that Blades were trying to protect the Emperor. And when the Emperor died with his Amulet of Kings, the new king was a bastard son, Martin, something like this. And because he was the new emperor, the Blades were trying to rescue him. And this trailer kind of shows off a lot of that as well, because I watched the trailer once already. But I just want to kind of, and I'll pause the trailer as I'll watch it once, and then we'll go back through it and we'll kind of pause it as it goes, because I do want to spend a little bit of time during this intro talking about Oblivion. One of the things that I wanted to mention about Oblivion was, okay, it's Elder Scrolls 4. It came out 20 years ago. This is the 20th anniversary or the 25th anniversary or something. It's been out maybe it's 25th anniversary. It's been out a while. And there's a deluxe edition, there's a special edition, there's a Emperor's edition or whatever. They had a whole bunch of editions. But now they've come out with a new edition called the Remastered Edition. And basically, it brings the graphics up to an acceptable level. Or I should let me rephrase that. That's not fair. It brings the graphics up to a 2025 standard. And because I guess Bethesda knows that Oblivion was a very loved game, and the whole Elder Scrolls series, really ever since Daggerfall. I don't think Arena really got its teeth. Elder Scrolls 1, which was called Arena, I don't think it's like a text adventure. I mean, I don't think anybody really played Arena. I don't know how many people, and that was made like 40 years ago or something. Crazy, right? Maybe even 50 years ago. Because I think Bethesda's been around since the 70s, right? I think. And it was made on, like a TRS-80, and, it was like a text adventure, or it looked a lot like Minecraft or something, so a ridiculously ugly looking game. And then they came out with Daggerfall, which was the first attempt at a 3D game, even though the creatures and the people were still two-dimensional. it it represented a 3D world, and there was rats, and there was dungeons, there were skeletons, and there's an open world. You could go all over the place. And they said that not Morrowind, Daggerfall, the game covered the same amount of land that was in England, right? Square footage. And I thought that's remarkable. That was like um, a crazy amount of land. And so that got people's appetite a little wet, right? And then Morrowind came out, and Morrowind was a big jump. They made a big jump to the game mechanics and the game engine and stuff like that, and the graphics. And then that was what, Elder Scrolls 3. And then Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion came out. And that was when the zeitgeist just really changed. People really got into the Elder Scrolls. There was a Morrowind crowd that kind of obviously came over to Oblivion. But Oblivion was really the cornerstone. That was really um, the big change to people opening their eyes to the Elder Scrolls. It took 4 games of development before people really got into the Elder Scrolls. And then and people played it. People played lots of hours in it. But I personally I played some Daggerfall, not a whole lot. I played some Morrowind. I thought Morrowind was a really good game. I enjoyed it, but I didn't finish it. It was too it was too open for me at that period in my life, right? I needed more structure in my games, and it was a too open world. It was open world games were like they were extremely fun, but I couldn't dedicate the time to that. I was playing live action role playing games uh, at my desk, and so why would I want to jump into a computer game that did the same thing, right? And we had friends that come over every week. I had work life, I had my military career, which I was away from home for quite a bit of time, and then I had my so Morrowind really didn't do that for me. And then Oblivion was came out, and right about the time that I was leaving the military and starting my own business, where I was opened a game store, and I was at the game store, 9 out of 8 days. I was I was at the store, running the store, gaming every day of the week. Computer gaming was not on my bucket list, right? It wasn't on my agenda. Um, so Oblivion kind of came and went. And same thing with Skyrim. Skyrim came out. I jumped into Skyrim because I loved the Elder Scrolls. I just didn't have the time. I didn't have the I guess that's the word. I didn't have it didn't draw me into the point where I would sacrifice everything else I was doing. Because at the time Skyrim was out, I was leading an online MMO group, and we played City Heroes. I did MechWarrior Online. I did Star Citizen. And so Skyrim kind of, it's a single player game. I really wasn't into that. I was more into the multiplayer games. So I kind of put it off to the side. And then Elder Scrolls Online came out, and I really got excited about that. But I was already engaged in a bunch of other games. So the Elder Scrolls never really caught hold in my life. And then just recently, I started playing Skyrim again because I remember I had fond memories of that game. and I've been able to put down the mantle of all these MMOs. I still run a store, but I run it from my own paint studio where I paint models during the afternoon, and then I can play late at night. And so I've been playing Star Citizen, but Star Citizen kind of left a sour taste in my mouth because even though it's an open world MMO experience, there's nothing to do in it, right? It's very, very empty. So I jumped into Skyrim, and now I'm starting to really, really love Skyrim, and I'm getting ready to get to my point. Sorry, I had a long, long, drawn out diatribe here, but I I've been really getting into Skyrim. I to the point where I Jones, right? I eagerly await the opportunity to turn on the camera and jump into Skyrim, mainly for you guys to be able to watch, but also for me to play and learn and progress further than I ever have before. And so um, I am I've really enjoyed myself in Skyrim, and and then I learned that there was a third party private group that was making a modification to Oblivion to be able to use the Skyrim engine, and I was remembering like that old Oblivion game 20 years ago. Think about that. That's 20 years ago, right? That's a freaking long time, dude. That's a car that is 20 years old is considered a classic. Okay. So I went to, and so they were going to pull the Oblivion files, and they were going to convert them all to the modern standard when it comes to graphics and gameplay engine from the Skyrim engine. And I was thinking to myself, I love Skyrim, and I did have fond memories of Oblivion, um, but because of its old nature, I'm not going to go back to it. There'd be no reason to do that. But then when I heard about the Skyblivion team that was doing the Skyrim Oblivion merge, I was like, "Oh, that'll be great. Like when I finish Skyrim, I can go back and play Oblivion, and it'll be like I haven't left Skyrim. It'll be like just a different area of the map with new quests and all that stuff." So I was like, "Okay, I'll be super excited about that." And so I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for years now for that to release. And then just yesterday, uh, Bethesda released their version called Oblivion Remastered. And we're going to watch this video real soon. And you'll notice that the graphics levels in this version of Oblivion is on par with not Skyrim, but the modded Skyrim. I have a lot of graphical mods running in my Skyrim game that enhances the visual appeal of the game, and that's paramount to me. I want the game to look and feel great. You know, everything else is secondary. And that's exactly what this trailer portrays. It portrays a look and feel, and I am super down for it. I feel like the Bethesda group saw the Skyblivion team doing their work, and they said, "We could do that, and we could do it better," and so I don't know how long they've been working on this, but an Elder Scrolls 6 is supposed to be coming out, which is the successor to Skyrim. Um, and I can't wait for that too. So Bethesda's really rocking and rolling uh, over the last few months for me. Okay, so let's watch this video and let's kind of check it out. Okay, guys. Look at that.
I
Look at
was
the view.
born 87 years ago.
Look at the
But
wolves.
for all these years, I've never been the
Oh,
ruler
dear.
of my own dreams.
The trees and the lighting.
This is the 27th of last seed. The year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era. And the final hours.
He's got the Amulet of Kings.
I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come.
The blades. And they call the Mythic Dawn, I think.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
Look at that.
Here you must find your own path.
Remember the Emperor!
That troll looked awesome.
Find him. And close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Okay. So I just want to back that video up just a hair. See, they've got this Oblivion remastered, but they have this deluxe edition, which includes all this additional, like, mounts, weapons, armor, but it also includes 2 DLCs, the Shivering Isle and the Knights of the Nine. This is a $10 this is a $10 bonus, basically, because it's $49.99, and then with the deluxe edition, I think it's $59.99. Or you could always get it later for $9.99. You can add it on later if you wanted to do that. But that's not my point. Did you notice the graphics? Right? I know you did. It's like out frickin' standing. The now we're gonna play it again, but I'm gonna pause just to kind of take a look at the different aspects, different things before we get started in our game tonight. Okay, sun out. Wait for the sun. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you got a little bit of a mist going on. You got the mountains. You got this statue up here. This right here, there's an island in the middle of this lake here. That's the Imperial City. I can say that because they've got this gigantic tower. I think that's called the White Concordant Tower or the White Gold Tower or something like that. It's not concordant. That's the treaty that was written between the Altmeri Dominion and the Empire. But you got these boats. You know, there's like outlying farms, and the main city is right inside there.
I was born 87 years ago.
Okay, now we're gonna. Remember that tower I pointed at? That's that guy right there. You can see there's a castle or something here. Don't There's like a monastery looking thing going on over here. But these wolves in this grass is really what I wanted to show off.
But for all these
Look how beautiful these wolves and the grass is. They've definitely upped their game.
years, I've never been.
And then this deer. Skyrim deer doesn't look anything like that, right? This is a beautiful deer. And then you got the what do they call them? The doe over here. In this game, you are not a dragonborn, so you don't have, the Pfuscher, you don't have the shouts and all that stuff. Dragonborns are not a thing in Oblivion.
The ruler of my own.
You got the lighting coming through. You got these foxes or whatever they are running in the background. I'm just saying, the graphics, and this is unmodded. This is the base game. Look at the trees right there. And then there's this gate right here. I don't know, you can't even see my mouse. Wait, maybe you can. Yeah, you can see my mouse. There's a gate right there.
Dreams.
This is the Imperial City. If I remember right, it's the Imperial City, and there's the big tower. In Elder Scrolls Online, they basically turn that into a war zone. This whole area right here is turned into a war zone. It's flattened. The map doesn't look the same. I think they ruined it, but that's okay. And then you got these goats over here and these flowers and the trees. How three-dimensional they look. How lifelike it looks.
It is the 27th of last seed.
I mean, even the rock there.
The year of.
Okay. Now we've got mud crabs in Skyrim, right? Which these mud crabs look way more menacing.
Akatosh 433.
Okay, and then here's your Imperial City. You can walk around on the inside. It basically, you got a shop sign right there. That's pretty cool. Cobblestone road. This is not the Nord Skyrim rough frontier. This is the heart of Tamriel. This is the center. You got an Argonian walking right there.
These are the closing days.
That's cool. There's another Argonian. The trees, the depth of field on the camera, that was, I don't know. We have to look at the water. The water looks pretty darn good.
And the final.
The water is, a lot of ways, it's how I measure how good a scene will look, is how good the water looks. Okay, so this is the old emperor. And we just read the story of this last night. That's why I thought it was very funny. We read the Oblivion Crisis, and then all of a sudden Oblivion Remastered comes out, and it shows off the entire thing. This would be the emperor.
Hours.
And he's got the Amulet of Kings.
Of my life.
Okay, there's an Argonian on a horse. Looks like it's elven armor. That horse looks, can we back up like that? No, I guess not. He's got his weapon out. But yeah, that horse looks way better. And then, of course, you got Oblivion. With their demonic creatures and stuff like that. That's going to be half the game.
The gates of Oblivion.
We got what do we got here? Like a goblin, orc-looking thing, and then I don't know what that
beyond
is.
Which no waking eye may see.
And then what is this? Some kind of dinosaur-looking thing? And then he's wearing his Daedric armor. That's a Daedra. Probably Mehrunes Dagon or his avatar.
This is only the beginning.
Okay, another view of the city. Look at these guys. They got that Roman-esque look to the helmet, The Empire is very and then also him. And him too. The Empire is kind of a mix between Rome and European armors. It's kind of a unique look. And I love the way that guy just drops down and the whole background just changes. From that to that. That was just cool.
This is only the beginning. Worse is yet to come.
Okay, so here's... I don't think this is the old king. I think this is the new king. And these guys are the blades. You can tell because they look like they're wearing samurai, like a banded style armor, and they're carrying samurai swords, which are the blades' swords.
Looks clear.
Looks clear. And then you got this guy over here. He's part of the Mehrunes Dagon cult. I think they're called Mythic Dawn. I could be wrong. And they assassinate the guards that are trying... See, and here's... That's cool looking. They're trying to rescue the king. But he gets assassinated.
The time of cleansing.
That was cool. Let me go back just a little bit more.
The time
That helm, you got eye slots that you can actually see out of it.
of cleansing draws nigh.
Now those are gargoyles, but they look thinner and lighter, so maybe they're some kind of demon creature. But I love this plate, this fluted. That's not perfect right there. That probably should be articulated. It's like where the metals are actually separate. You got an upper and a lower half of your breastplate and your back plate. But for a game, it's only remastered. It's not completely redone. So, but it looks good. I like it. I like it a lot.
Who now will say?
Okay, and then you got these guys. From the story we just read last night, we got the hero, and he brought with him, I think he brought with him a wizard and a bunch of town guards, and they were actually able to defeat Mehrunes Dagon and his minions. But I love these like little dinosaur-looking creatures.
Us from the coming.
And just look at the well, first of all, that looks really good. Yeah, it's him, your player character, with these town guards that join you in this fight. Look at that armor. Look at that. I have a copy of this armor in Skyrim, but it's cursed. And so I have to remove the curse before I can wear it. And it's really not that good anymore. I progressed beyond it. Okay, so also rope is really hard to do in games like this. You can't really see that because it's in a mist. It's a way to kind of disguise imperfections. That's intricate. That is intricate. Whoever had to program that information to make that look like that spent a lot of time doing that. Got to give them compliments. And then the glove underneath the plate, the gauntlets, I'm very familiar with how complicated that is because, I mean, not graphic wise, but real wise, because I used to wear armor like that in the SCA, and making a gauntlet like that it took a lot of effort. I wouldn't split it like this, but that's, with the rivets the way they are, but that's, maybe they did that so he could get his hand in there and then close it and clasp it shut. But that doesn't need to be done like that. Sorry, that was me getting distracted. But look at I'm just looking at, look at the bow, how intricate that bow has. A lot of detail to it. The arrowhead as well. And then, of course, this. So I think they did and then the trees. I think they did a really good job bringing this 20-year-old game up to current graphic standards. Okay, I think this. Okay, he's wearing some kind of golden armor here with a golden bow. It's like one arrow kills this skeleton, and then one blast of his magic kills this spirit. He must be super powerful. Okay, now this is a unique creature as well. Okay, you got some kind of crab man. And then I don't know what this is. Is it ebony or what is this? Imperial City, and you can actually read the signs. What is he wearing? Maybe this is a wizard robe? And that sword with the magic on it and the little dragon heads. I thought that's really cool. And the fire looks good. The snow looks good. I don't know what this is. It looks like a mace head with maybe a Minotaur style head. Then you got what, Azura over here? Maybe that's Azura. I don't know. But this definitely looks like a quest location. And then he's got a cool looking dagger. What is he, an orc? Because that hand looks kind of green. I'm just looking. I'm just in awe. Okay, now we're fighting a Minotaur with a broken horn. What is that? Is this jade or is this glass? Is this a glass weapon? So, you know, as you progress in the game, you're going to be able to progress your armor and weapons just like you do in Skyrim, it looks like. Okay, now he's an Argonian with his back. Must be spinning. But look at that glass. That's got to be glass armor. Yeah, he was spinning. Okay, and look at the detail on the horse. The horse looks good, right? Really good. And the armor looks good.
Here you must find.
Sorry, I'm yawning. Okay, now this temple here looks a lot like the Blades temple in Skyrim. I know it's not, but it looks like it almost looks identical. You know, with the forge on the left side and Alduin's wall on the inside and all that.
Find your own path.
These are definitely are blades. And I don't know about this armor, but that looks pretty baller. Remember the Emperor. Is this their version of a pull string or something? The hand of Saruman? Oh, I don't know. If you want to play... Oh, he's got the hand on them as well. Oh, Dark Brotherhood? They use the hand, right? I'm trying to remember. But, doing the old leather sneaky thing with the little dagger. Okay, we got our zombie slash Grogger. I guess there's zombies in this game. Now this is a troll. I thought trolls had 3 eyes. Kind of like a ape head. Maybe this is an ape. A different type of an ape. Right? Because trolls have a 3rd eye right here. So this, maybe that is a 3rd eye right there. I don't know. Because scary looking, I can say that. And it looks really good. The fur and the teeth and everything. He's got, what is this, magic glinting off of his sword. Okay, now what is he wearing? Chainmail. Kind of a flashy. That chainmail looks really good. You know, I'm happy with that. I mean, it's obviously a texture. They're obviously like glued together, and they should be individual. But you know, it's a game. It's a 20-year-old game. Cut them some slack. Oh, that was fast. That view was like super fast. Let's back it up. Okay, so this must be a portal to get somewhere. I don't know. I don't have any idea, but I just love the whole purple look to it. And then this looks really good. The fire and the lighting. I wonder if that's default, because I did already look, and it doesn't support mods, which I think that's just a way for them to say, don't mod this. They don't support mods, which basically means if you mod it, they don't give you any kind of technical support or anything like that. But I still think it's possible to mod it, because they said in the article that I was reading, it did say if you do use mods and you run into any kind of problem, then uninstall your mods and run it like that and see if that fixes your problem. So apparently they do have the capability of modding it. They just don't support mods. Now, I don't know what this tree is, but he's got like 3 legs. And this is a Spriggan. The Spriggan looks pretty good. I think she looks better than the Skyrim Spriggans, to be honest. And in Morrowind, they use a lot of this mushroom. They use these giant mushrooms as houses and stuff. So, okay, I keep forgetting to pause. Okay, they're perfect. There's a different type of armor. You got this little kneecap flute thing going on. Articulated gauntlets, carrying a torch. Okay. I don't know if that's a doorway or not, but I would not want to walk into it. And he's wearing maybe Daedric armor. Okay, now they're giving a lot of quick cuts. Quick cuts in a video improve your heart rate. And basically, by improving your heart rate, they actually improve your excitement. Okay, so I don't know what these banners represent. I'm sure somebody out there in the community knows. But here comes a goblin. And it looks like he's killed quite a few of them. But this chainmail, man, I mean, it's okay. It's alright. Now, what is this creature? I don't know. Some kind of alligator man. Unicorn. Okay, that's cool.
Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
Okay, so that was the trailer, and you could see that they've done a really good job remastering it. I think that the remaster is definitely going to be worth playing. That's what I'm saying. Now, this is the hard part of the whole reason why I want to talk about it a little bit. It's out now. I'm obviously going to get the deluxe edition. It's $60. I'm eventually going to get it. I'm going to get it. It's a guarantee. When? I don't know. But my point is, I'm in the middle of a Skyrim playthrough. Do I want to pause, put a stop to my Skyrim playthrough and jump into an Oblivion playthrough and start from the beginning, because it's a new game, and as a live streamer, people want to see all the new games out there. Um, do I want to jump into an Oblivion playthrough and kind of forget about my Skyrim playthrough until I finish Oblivion and then come back to Skyrim? Or do I want to press on with my Skyrim game, finish it, and then go back and play Oblivion? That's what I'm struggling with right now. Do I want to just go buy Oblivion, start playing it, and or do I want to press on with Skyrim, because we've gotten pretty far into the Skyrim game, and I would love to at least finish it. I've never finished Skyrim. I think I would love to finish it, find out what the full story is before I go back and play Oblivion. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should drop everything and jump onto the Oblivion bandwagon? Or do you think I should stick to my guns and finish Skyrim before I jump into Oblivion? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this. If you're watching this live and you want to chat about it, that's great. If you are watching this later on a recording, what we'd like to call the follow-up, if you're watching this, days after I did the live stream, I still would like to hear your opinion. I would still like to see a chat from you, commenting on which way you would like to see me go, because the only ones that are important to me are the only opinion, let me rephrase that. The only opinion that's important to me is from my community. I don't care what other people are doing. I care about what you guys want me to do. If you guys are enjoying my live streams and you're enjoying my content, and you want me to stick with Skyrim, then that's what I'm going to do, because that's what you guys want. Now, if you want me to drop everything and switch over to Oblivion because it's the new shiny, then I can do that as well. I don't have a problem doing that, because I'm excited to get into Oblivion as well. But I'm also excited to maybe just continue on with my Skyrim game. Okay, so let's get out of this. Turn that off. Okay. There is one mod that I'm running. It's a map mod, but I'm gonna leave it. No, I'm not gonna leave it. Okay, let me. It's a very big mod. And it's only big because it gives you so many choices. But it gives you 8 versions of the map, and I'm only using one of them, of course. Okay, I'm looking for this map mod, and I'm thinking that I'm going to disable it. I can always turn it on later. I'm not going to uninstall it. I'm just going to disable it. I wish I knew what it was called, because I just went through all my mods and I didn't see it. Okay. Clothing, teach followers, reliving, relationship, quest journal, Opulent retexture. No, that's not it. Aspen trees. Circlets. Dialogue. Glorious doors. Here it is. Flat world map framework. I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit disabled on that. Okay, some data is being updated. And plugins are being updated, and they're done. Nope. Wait. The mod. Nope. Okay, it's done. All right, so I'm launching. We are in. What's the place called that we're at? We're in some kind of dark reach or something, black reach, or it's an underground universe is what it looks like. Okay, so before we actually load in and get started, I'm going to go ahead and load in. Black Reach. And I turned off the map mod. So I need to go use the bathroom, and this is the perfect time to do it. So as soon as we log in, and plus I want to read a book at the beginning of each stream. What we try to do is read a book. Now I don't know if I have any books on me because I haven't gone home. Let me see. Okay, I've got some books. I think what we'll do is we'll read the Dwemer Inquiries, Volume 1. But
Father grew up in Breville, and he always complained about the cold in Whiterun, of all places. Now I know how he must have felt.
Where's Jordas? Okay, but I'm gonna pause it right here while I go use the bathroom, and I'll be right back. with me, guys. I'm almost back. I'm just grabbing a few things. So I don't have to get up and get them. Grabbed a few snacks. All right, we are almost ready to get started. Let me put my jacket on. I need to be warmed up just a little bit. You guys are all eager to watch me continue my quests here. I am as well. Whoa. Alright guys, the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to read Dwemer Inquiries, Volume 1, Their Architecture and Civilization, by Thelv Gellin Scholar. Before we continue, I'm going to pull up my book list. Find Dwemer Inquiries Volume 1 and mark that as read. There we go. And now we're back. It's taking a second. There it is. Goobly gook, goobly gook, goobly gook. Okay. It has been my life's work to investigate the Dwemer, their dubious history and mysterious banishment. My goal with this text is to share my findings and conclusions based on 80 years spent studying their unique architectural remains. The migration of the Deep Elves from their ancestral Dwemerith, now Morrowind, is a generally accepted fact. Recorded history supports this, specifically mentioning the Rorken clan's refusal to join King Dumak in the forming of the First Council. and their subsequent exodus to Hammerfell. The architecture premise is also sound, as the building habits of the dwarves adapted and changed, albeit slowly and in subtle ways, over time and land. I propose that some of these differences are stylistic as well as practical. Traditional viewpoints suggest that the Vardenfell Dwemer were the most prolific of their kind. Based on my excavations throughout Skyrim, Morrowind, and High Rock, I am not sure that this is the case. While Vardenfell is almost cluttered with dwarven ruins poking through the surface of the landscape, the construction of those ruins is fundamentally different from the majority of what I've observed elsewhere. Further, as we delve into Vardenfell ruins, we notice that their internal structure is quite different. While major civic and operational chambers are found near the surface in a Vardenfell ruin, that is not typically the case on the mainland. Minor passageways and storehouse rooms are near the surface, but more important locations don't occur until we explore much deeper. Because such major locations are well hidden in Dwemer ruins outside of Morrowind, many scholars believe they were in fact not present in ruins outside that province. This premature conclusion led some to believe such sites to be more outposts. My research has shown this not to be the case. There are a few theories that may explain this difference. Perhaps clan architects simply had their own styles and preferences when it came to civic planning. This seems only somewhat likely, as Dwarven techniques were based on empirical study. There was likely little room for creative interpretation when it came to building technique. Geological makeup of the terrain almost certainly played a role, especially in a region like northern Skyrim, where the ground near the surface is very rocky and often frozen, versus the volcanic substratum common in Vardenfell, or the ubiquitous aquifers found in Hammerfell. It's possible that Dwarven architects in the north were not even able to excavate larger structures until reaching more pliable stratum. This scholar would like to suggest, however, that many structures west of Morrowind were built after the First Era 420, when the clan Rorken left Vardenfell. It seems evident that several clans broke off to create their own settlements and chose to live in greater isolation than their eastern brethren. This theory is particularly fascinating because it leads me to believe that Dwarven architects may have developed even more elaborate methods of hiding their strongholds over time. This opens the distinct possibility that undisturbed Dwarven architectural sites exist throughout Tamriel, even in southern areas like Cyrodiil or Black Marsh, where dwarves are not believed to have ever had a significant presence. Though we ought not get carried away on flights of fancy, One could extrapolate this logic to suggest that some Dwarven clans were living among us for much longer than previously believed, perhaps well beyond the disappearance during the War of the Red Mountain in First Era 700. And that's the end of that book. This is a 3-book series. I have 1 and 3 with me. 2 I do have. It's back home. Okay, so we got Lydia here. And Serrano. But where is Jordis? Okay, that's her standing over there, it looks like. Jojo, what's going on? What are we doing down here? Finding an Elder Scroll, that's what we're doing. But this place looks... It's a big cave. We're gonna circle it from left to right. That's Crimson Ninroot.
Show yourself.
He's stuck on geometry.
Figured.
I was cooped up in Whiterun for too long. It's good to be traveling again.
I don't know what I need this crimson.
Who's that? You knew I heard something. Oh, no, you don't.
Okay, so that was like a little egg sack. What about that one? Is that an egg sack as well? Might have been. What did pushing that button do?
It was good to see you could turn things around. Lots of other places around town will use that kind of
Oh, Skyrim. We can get out this way. I don't want to get out this way. I want to go right back in. Okay, just letting you know where my gut is sitting right now. This is digestive gut, not the game gut. I had to go use the bathroom like 5 minutes ago, but it was a false alarm. I didn't have to go. But now I'm starting to feel like it's re-emerging, like I'm going to have to go soon. So I'm kind of like holding it. Okay, we can kill this dragon and then go right back in, right? Where are we? Yep, got rid of the map. We're back to this now. Okay, so we went from there to here. Okay, well, if you come down here and play, I'll play with you. But if you don't, that's no problem. Let's just go on back in. We're looking for this. So now I have a direct door to Blackreach. What are these? This is a rhetorical question that you don't have to answer. I'm just thinking out loud. I wonder if Crimson Ninroot does something unique.
Where'd you come from?
What? Who are you attacking? Oh. Wow, we crashed the desktop yet again. And it's not the map mod. What is the most recent mod that I installed that might have anything to do with that? That might, cause a crash. I don't think there was anything. I didn't install any. Well, I did install a child mod where I can get Hearthfire multiple adoptions, custom home support or whatever. I did install that, but I don't think that would have any effect on down here. Now, I might have installed the mod like ages ago that works great everywhere else, but it just doesn't work that good down in the Blackreach. Like, that's possible. Like, there might be a mod that I'm running that in Blackreach or in this whole dungeon, the Alftand just causes problems. And if that's the case, I just need to do quick saving. I just need to quick save my ass off. And there's a guy over there that we're going to be dealing with. A couple of them. There's a light over here. What drew me in? Okay, somebody's attacking me. Okay, that guy. I'm just gonna start taking everything, and then I will.
Enjoy your last breath. I'm not gonna die like this.
Then he got her crossbow out. Jorda said, I'm gonna go deal with this. Where's the door? I'm curious. How do you get up there? Oh, right here apparently.
Enjoy your last breath. Done and done.
Crash. get through this, even if we have to crash every 5 seconds. Because I am quick saving like a madman. Like every time something different happens, I hit the quick save. Maybe not. Maybe I didn't quick save enough.
You could fight a Nord, did you?
Is this harvestable? It is. Quick save. I know JoJo's already ran over here. I thought. Quick save. Now that's the guy I attacked. Okay, something is going on. I wonder if there is... Now this is DLC, right? The Dawn Guard quest chain brings us down here, I think, right? Okay. I can't continue like this. I can, but I'm not going to continue like this. I'm going to search the mods and see if there is an what's it called? Alftand. I want to see if there... Oh, look at that. Alftand fix. Alftand fix. Okay, I want to see what that text says. The small mod fixes the glitch that some people experience when using the Great Lift of Alftand, where your game constantly loops through the loading sequence and makes the game essentially unplayable. Okay, well that's not my problem. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to install that mod because that's not a problem. Dawn Guard. Because maybe it's a Dawn Guard issue. Okay, these are all talking about Fort Dawn Guard. Ooh, there's 19 pages. Okay, hang on. Music Overhaul. Oh, maybe it's, okay, hold on. Back up. What is the place called? Blackreach? Maybe it's Blackreach. Mesh fixes. Blackreach. High power. What? Okay, hold on. Texture scenes, pixelization. I don't care about that. I care about crashes. Crystals. 3D. Magical Blackreach. Better Blackreach. What is this? Adds that. Okay, high poly mushrooms. Blackreach ferns. 5 pages of these, so bear with me. Blackreach Overhaul. An overall Blackreach with a new underground city feature, new interiors, unique items, new enemy encounters. Nope, don't want to do that. Blackreach elevator fixed. This mod fixes the glitch that some people experience using the Great Lift. Okay. Tweaks to the Blackreach environment to improve the atmosphere. No. Okay. Is there a JK's Blackreach? Because if there is, I might just install that. Because I see a bunch of patches. Okay, there's a Lux patch. Don't worry about that. I don't know what this Blackreach railroad means. Okay. Okay. Bear with me. I'm gonna try to fix this. Blackreach crash to desktop mod. Crash to desktop in Blackreach. I just followed the pattern of reports that led to one mod. Turn out the patch for Lord of the Rings weapons caused the issue. Huh. The only surefire way is to kill off mods one at a time to see if it happens. Start with the ones that would affect the Blackreach. Wait. Environment mods. I'd start with weather mods. I could do that. I could do that. Because I can always turn them back on when I'm outside. Okay, so what do I have? I've got cathedrals. I got something cathedral, I think. Cathedral weathers. What happens if I disable that? Let's see if there's any other weather-like mods. I got a bunch of cathedral water. I'm going to disable that as well. Snow, brighter cathedral snow. I'm going to disable that. If this fixes the issue, I will be so pleased. Okay. We're also going to check for updates. Soul Steam looks like it has an update. I thought I disabled that mod, a marriage mod. Let me go ahead and disable that. I thought I disabled it already. Okay, so we got the mods. They're all deploying. They're undeploying, you know, re-undeploying or whatever it's called. Let's go ahead and run the FNIS behavioral update, and done. Okay. 0 issues. Okay. Okay, looks good. Let's go ahead and load it in. It might change the way the place looks because of the mod that I uninstalled. Yeah, right there, the cathedral weathers and water and snow. That was an immediate crash to the desktop, just loading in. As soon as we load in, I'm going to hit F5. Quick save. Okay. Something like this is what caused me to stop playing Skyrim the first time. Maybe the weather mods are actually helping. But since I did the quick save, now it should load without asking for the mods. Everything looks really dark now, doesn't it? Okay, there's water. Yeah, I was thinking it was like kind of like a bridge. We're staying to the left. I'm putting like my left shoulder against the wall and then we're going around that way. Okay, so far so good.
It's not that I don't feel bad about Madresi, but I can certainly tell she was just using us.
Okay, you guys took the long way. I did the jumpy way. What is that? Hey, we each would have a bed if we wanted to sleep. Okay, well this isn't that big of a deal. I don't think there was even a bad guy in there. There is a lever in front of a pedestal, or what do they call those things? Platform, or whatever that is. Okay, so if I wanted to blend to something, We're not going down that way.
You're getting to be almost as good with a sword and a shield as I am. I'm worried.
Our soul gem added. A grand soul gem. Another grand soul gem. And a common. And a grand. Well, you know what that means, Lydia.
Thane. Right. The other part of my job.
Okay, I didn't see any bolts. I must not have any on me. Oh, they're there.
Let's go.
This is a great find. What are these columns anyway, you know? So I'm sure that whatever I'm looking for is probably in the middle. But that's okay, we're exploring the outer edge. Okay, so we did a full 360 in the lake. That's what I was wondering, if that's what this was. I don't know where my girls are. Hey, there we go. Okay. Oh, wait. Nice. They sit up here and watch the blades spin around? I don't know. I don't get it. This is a waterfall. Where does this take us? Also to Skyrim. Even though there hasn't been a crash, don't tell anyone, I'm still quick saving on the regular. And I'm still trying to stick to my plan of keeping my left against My left shoulder. Okay, what is this? Are these doors? No? What are these? Is this a movie theater? Are you still a ticket to these windows? Okay, here we go. Man, these lockpicks just break like super easy. It's got to be something good. I don't know what I was thinking when I did that. So I can't even ease off of it before it breaks. Okay, let me pay attention to this lock a little bit better. I am going through some lockpicks. Okay, Derek, slow down. Take a deep breath. I can do this. Wow. A market. Oh no, I'm having flashbacks.
Done and done. Where'd you...
Hey ladies, how do we get up there? We're fighting through the floor. Stop fighting through the floor. I didn't see stairs or anything that would lead us up there. Let's not worry about it. Okay.
You're dead! I'm disappointed.
The pump house.
I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in caves already. Huh?
I'll be honest, I still haven't figured out just what happened with Vincenzo.
I'm trying. Oh, I'm slipping. There we go. I don't see a valve on this side. Is this the place we already were in? Looks like it.
Let me guess. You become a bard so you can tell everyone's story.
So it is a word. Okay, hold on.
If you happen to find one of those crossbows just lying around Fort Dungard, could I have it? Please?
Oh, this looks familiar. Yeah, this looks very familiar.
Some of the finest metalwork I've ever seen. Imagine what the dwarves could have done with ebony or malachite.
Okay. I weren't never one for writing about my life. The king priests have all deserved their stories but they're in a journal and I'm not telling any stories. I won't leave it figured out. Contraption sets like dead horker. It doesn't have box, put the box in the hole, made it all come to life. 5 rings but only 4 buttons. Most of them don't work most of the time anyhow. When the lights line up, more open, but they don't seem to help, just make another damn thing move. The old flea bag Khajiit that sold me this cube said something about light through the knowledge through the machine rests on the cube. I remember because he made me say it back to him. I wanted to throttle him. So I did. Tried to leave, but wolves on the top, and then I gotta stay here till I get it right. And I will get it right. Now, am I going to have to, like, heat those up to get them to line up? Probably not. Lexicon receptacle. Okay. Disappeared. Those two buttons appeared when I put the lexicon in there. I probably need to put something in there.
Right behind you.
I wonder if it's a gear or something, because it gave you all the Dwarven stuff.
Please don't tell me it's dragon bones.
It might be a gear or a gyro.
Let's go.
No. Neither one. Okay, so am I went to the right. Whoops, put that away. Oh, Lexicon opened up and moved around. Look at that. Now it closed. Okay. I have a feeling that I'm... Oh, wait. I have a feeling I'm missing something. Nice.
Come on, we need to get that scroll back to the throne of the world. If anyone can fight Alduin, it's you.
Okay, hold on. Read the Elder Scroll at the time wound. Which is the throat of the world, right? I look at the Elder Scroll that has been used Alduin to forward it in time. If part of the next ride, read near the time wound on top of the throat of the world. I will get a vision of the past. Bring both Elder Scrolls to Dexion. Okay, so there's two different things that I need to do with the Elder Scroll. Discover the significance of Crimson Ninroot. Okay, how do I just discover? Oh, a doorway. Tower of Mazark. This looks like a door to me.
I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this.
Not saying open. Is there a lever? Okay. Could stay in here for a little while since it's midnight. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a hard save. And since I'm not planning on going back into the Black Reach, I'm going to re-enable those weather mods. Cathedral Snow enabled. Cathedral Weather enabled. Cathedral Water enabled. Okay, everything's deploying. Deploying. Updating. Reloading. Load from my 133. Nice sword. Yeah, that changed the appearance of that right there. Okay, so we're in now. We're gonna fast travel. I think before I give the crazy man the scrolls that are gonna lead me to kill the vampires. We're gonna do this dragon thing. Now this is the time wound, right? Or we're close to it.
You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll.
Huh?
Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then, fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the time wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
This is the time wound, right? Oh, okay, here we go. It's not a scroll, it's a book.
The giants won't hurt you if you stay away from them. But I've heard some travelers say they think a lot of gold stashed in the caves. God?
Gormley! Running out of time. The battle!
Dar Sulfurse Alduin Ukri. Today Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krifwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
Day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
The battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Golfo, Sori, Birker.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
You do not understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. And if you are right, I will not need it.
We will deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Tarudis Ane Him Hind Paliv Zuu Hindan.
Easy run.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
twisted words have been created. Tarodis Parlox, my teeth to his neck. But first, dear Kumar, you will die in terror, knowing your final fate. To feed my power when I come for you in Sovngarde.
If I die today, it will not be in terror. You feel fear for the first time, Worm. I see it in your eye. Skyrim will be free!
That priest is getting it.
No use. The smoke down here. Now. Hold Alderman on the wing. Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater. By words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. Count you out from all our endings unto the last. You are banished!
It worked. You did it.
Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
My belly is full of the souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin. Die now.
No, I don't think so. Okay, where are you at? It's a new shout. What was it called? It's not Bend Will. Dragon Run. Oh, it's already unlocked. Okay.
And await your fate in Sovngarde.
Come on.
Lost Foot, you are too late. Dovahkiin, use Dragon Rend if you know it.
I know it. I don't know what the range is.
I'll bring you down. Enjoy your last breath.
All right, you wanna go?
I'll bring you
Care
down.
to fight us up close, dragon?
Enjoy your last breath.
I hit him. I hit him with it. I hit him.
Hurt him while he is grounded. I will feast on his Sovngarde. Mizmul Dovahkiin, you have become strong. But I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malagi Zoklat! I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else. You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
This must be that beautiful Skyrim weather I've always heard about.
Lot Kongrach. You truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Ni livrach hin moro. True, this is not the final Krongra victory, but not even the heroes of old were able to defeat Alduin in open battle. Alduin always was Pachlok, arrogant in his power. Uznagar Par. He took domination as his birthright. This should shake the loyalty of the Dove who serve him.
Careful thing. You crossed the Blackbriars, and now they'll come after us with their extremely...
Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Matmahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies, Yes, but your Sum is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need.
Dragon's Reach was built to hold a dragon?
Yes, this was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hofkosayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since. Lok Thum.
Let's get indoors. Or... cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
Okay, we're not going to go there yet. Talk to this crazy man.
When the top level was built, Give it, quickly! Extraordinary! I see it now! The ceiling structure interlocks in the tiniest fractals. Dwemer blood can loose the hooks, but none alive remain to bear it. A panoply of their brethren could gather to form a facsimile. A trick. Something they did not anticipate. No, not even them. The blood of Altmer, Bosmer, Dunmer, Falmer, and Orsimer. The elves still living provide the key. Bear you hence this extractor. It will drink the fresh blood of elves. Come when its set is complete.
Harvest blood. High wood dark. Palmer. Ain't it work? Okay.
Ah, the box contains the heart. Ah, the essence of a god. I have devoted my life to the Elder Scrolls, but their knowledge is a passing awareness when compared to the encompassing mind of divinity. The Dwemer were the last to touch it. It was thought to have been destroyed by the Nerevarine, but my lord told me otherwise. The Daedric Prince of the Unknown, Hermaeus Mora. I thought there were no secrets left to know until I first spoke to him. He asks a price to work his will. A few murders, some dissent spread, a plague or two. For the secrets I can endure.
Damn.
In time, he brought me here, to the box.
The box.
But he won't reveal how to open it. Maddening.
It's even colder than Windhelm.
Why are you eager to open the box? Didn't I just ask that, or did I?
Ah, the box contains the... I have devoted... The Dwemer were the last to touch it. The day he asked in time, but he won't reveal how to open it. Maddening.
Okay, so we need blood. But I'm not in any hurry to do that. But as we adventure, we'll encounter these creatures and we'll get the blood. What the heck? Dude.
Come closer. Bask in my presence.
Fire in here, and the whole place could come down on our heads.
Those eyeballs are creepy.
I am Hermes Mora.
I've met you already.
I've been watching you since you defeated Mirak. Your progress is most impressive.
What do you want?
Your continuing aid to Septimus renders him increasingly obsolete. He has served me well, but his time is nearing its end. Once that infernal lockbox is opened, he will have exhausted his usefulness to me. When that time comes, you shall take his place as my emissary. What say you? Be warned, many have thought as you do. I have broken them all. You shall not evade me forever.
Freak. Alright guys, it's really close to 5:30. Let me go ahead and we're going to make a big jump to the house. Now, I'm probably off camera. I'm going to cycle through the different map options because I think the mod comes with 8 options for the map. The geomorphic map, I'm not sure if that's really the one that I liked. Let's go ahead and save. I'm going to add one right now. Gotta reload. But let me I guess reinstall. No, flat world map. Let's go ahead and enable it. I think I have to reinstall it for it to make any changes. So that's what we'll do. Okay, it's extracting. It's going to pop up with a faux mod, I believe. Here it comes. Updated for the new Skyrim. Yep, got it. Regional maps, DLCs, add-ons. Yep. No preset. Perfect. Okay, so there's 7 options. One is called an unmarked clean. Then there's an unmarked old, which those two are kind of cool. Then we got a marked clean, marked old, and then these other ones. Geology survey map. No, that kind of looks like an unmarked. Then there's a satellite view. And then there's a fantasy view. I'm going to check the satellite one out because it looks like 3D. All right, so now it should be loading right now. It's deploying. And let me check the plugins. Make sure all the plugins are enabled. Yep, they're all enabled. We're loading in or logging in. Mainly because I just want to see what the map looks like. Now, I think I did a hard save, right? But the reason why we came back to town is because I want to drop off all this gear and I want to get ready to read the next book. Quick save and a quick load. That usually is what it takes to get the MCM to load. So while it's loading, let's head
People
close
aren't
to
going
home.
to forget about how we saved Solitude from Potenna anytime soon. Great work, Thane.
You should see me when you get bored, stranger.
I'd like to do some shopping here if you'd allow me.
Yes.
Yes,
Let me
champion of
let me get to
Azura.
my study. Okay, now let's check the map out. Not local. Okay, this is a different looking map. I could get behind this map. Okay, this is Dawnstar, right? You can see where all the buildings are. That's kind of cool. College Winterhold. Longhouse and all that, and then the college itself. It's kind of like a satellite view, but it doesn't reveal everything, which is good. Okay, I think I like this map. We're gonna work. Okay, I want to know what that is. Oh, are these burial grounds? They probably are. That's the Elder Green Elder, whatever. Isn't there a town or something right through here? Okay, there's Kynes Grove, right? And then up the hill from Kynes Grove is a burial mound. There's another one over here. I must have been another one over there. I want to visit all the burial mounds. What are these numbers? A grid square? I don't know. Okay, I'm curious. Oh, okay. It doesn't actually go to Solstein. Can I not? I know where a lot of these places are, which is kind of spooky. Okay, that's cool. That's what we're gonna. That's the map we're gonna use going forward. Just to, unless it becomes troublesome or problematic. Okay, I don't have sun. I've got blood and dragon, right? There we go. Alright guys, this is where we're going to save. I'm going to end the video here, and I'll drop off all this stuff off screen, and then we will resume again tomorrow. And yeah, if you guys want to comment on the very first part of this video, where I talk about the Oblivion remastered, whether or not you'd like to see me switch over to that or not. Just let me know. And also, if you're looking for miniatures, don't forget to check out my eBay store, Wargaming in Miniature. And I also do commissions. This one guy, he wanted to do a commission for me to paint his Civil War miniatures.
You're getting to be almost as good with a sword and shield as I am. I'm a bit worried.
And he ordered like a Civil War starter set, like over 750 figures in this starter set. And he asked me how much it would cost to paint them all. He's already pretty much committed to doing the commission. He said, just a little bit at a time, which I'm totally okay with doing, just a little bit at a time and breaking it up for him, because I understand it's a big chunk of money. And I'm giving him a huge discount on the figures. I'm giving him 50% off, because 750 miniatures, that's a lot of miniatures, man. And if I normally charge about $5.50 to paint a 15 millimeter miniature, and so if you could imagine $5 times $700 or 700 figures, that's a lot of money. So I broke it in half, and I said I'll only charge you $225 per figure, and for the infantry, all the other stuff is normal cost. Like there's a little bit of cav, a little bit of artillery, stuff like that. But my point is, he hasn't sent me those miniatures yet. So if you want to get a commission done for you, you could get in the ground floor. You could squeeze in before him if you wanted to do that. If you needed like an elf painted, or a dwarf, or you got a wizard for your D&D game that you need painted, or if you've got an army of orcs that you need painted, contact me. I'll be glad to quote your price. All right, I'll let you guys go, and you guys take care.